Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Dr. Mahia. My name is Ghazal Muhammad, and I'm going to talk about my project and presentation that is insurance companies. I chose two insurance companies that are Bupa and Allianz. Um, so, without further ado, I'm going to start my presentation. Firstly, COVID-19 has took the world by storm and surprise by first appearing in China and then slowly spreading all over the world. This pandemic has amplified the importance of the insurance sector's role in development and in the economic resilience of businesses and individuals. As of April 9, a third of the global population was in lockdown. To slow the spread of the virus, lockdown measures have forced many businesses not operating in essential services to temporarily closing their doors. But insurance companies have made it their goal to ensure and protect families, individuals, and societies from the consequences and the symptoms that come along with coronavirus. Now, Allianz. Allianz is one of the world's most leading insurance companies ever, and its main goal is the well-being and productivity of individuals to help build a better, eco-friendly society. It is ranked within the Fortune 100 for being the most reliant insurance company globally, while Bupa Health Insurance is considered to be the top health insurance provider in the Middle East and worldwide. Because of course, its diverse services, people find Bupa very trustworthy and dependable. Bupa placed fifth in the 2019 edition of LinkedIn Top Companies in the UK, and one of the best health insurances companies in 2020, specifically because of how helpful their services are in alignment with COVID-19. In this presentation, I will talk about and include each company's CSR and sustainability strategy and initiatives both globally and locally, and the SDGs they achieved and their actions towards COVID-19. Now, to start with our first or second slide, I'm going to give you a brief about Allianz. Allianz was founded by Wilhelm von Fink and Karl von Thiem in 1890 in Germany, and since then Allianz has started to expand immensely all over the world. The Allianz Group is a financial services provider in the insurance and asset management business. 92 million retail and corporate clients in more than 70 countries rely on Allianz's knowledge, global presence, financial strength, and solidity. Allianz is situated among the best 100 most noteworthy brands worldwide and is main insurance and financial services company and organization. Allianz's fundamental issue and matter is life and health insurance and property. Insurances that Allianz provides to societies are car insurances, life insurances, health insurances, and property insurances. Now moving on to Bupa. Bupa is a British international healthcare provisioning and multi-insurance group, founded in 1947. Bupa is a worldwide health and care association with almost 4 million individuals. Bupa is viewed as one of the most thriving insurance agencies on the planet. Bupa is a worldwide health and care association that cares about individuals' health and life. It utilizes 40,000 individuals in the United Kingdom and offers private clinical protection, basic disease spread, and pay assurance protection, just as a full scope of medicines too. Bupa was built up in 1947 as an organization without investors, which implies that their clients are their solitary core interest. They reinvest their own benefits into giving more and better medicine services that will profit clients everywhere throughout the whole world, and later on too. Everything that Bupa gives is guided by a particular key structure and their multi-year vision that they make a solid effort to accomplish and execute. They mean to give value and prominence to their clients, individuals, accomplices, partners, and also society. Bupa provides several services, and these services are the health insurance for corporate customers, small and medium sizes enterprises or SMEs, and individual customers. International private medical insurance, the IPMIs, through Bupa's global businesses, and for customers wanting to access quality healthcare whenever and wherever, and whenever they need it. Thirdly, dental and travel insurance in selected countries, and additional health fund products such as subscriptions and cash plans. Okay, now we're going to move on to the corporate social responsibilities in each company. In Allianz, they mainly use the climate change strategy, and this climate change strategy has been a key component of Allianz's corporate responsibility strategy. It lies at the core of the plan of action of shielding individuals and organizations from hazard. Since the methodology dispatch in 2005, the worldwide reaction to environmental change has been developing, and Allianz had created a climate solutions. These climate solutions support the renewable energy industry with insurance and risk management solutions, such as risk advisory and insurance services for green energy projects for external clients and Allianz entities worldwide. In parallel, ACS, which is the Allianz Climate Solution, works with both private and public sector partners towards improving societal resilience to climate change through dedicated insurance approaches. The ACS has been hosted by Allianz since 2016. The corporate responsibility team in Allianz defines and executes the group's corporate responsibility strategy. They integrate the ESG, that is the triple bottom line, the economical and social and governance aspects, into the insurance and investment business. They conduct stakeholders dialogues with NGOs and peers and publish the annual sustainability report and participate in sustainability ratings. Their climate teamwork, they work on early identification and measurement of climate opportunities and risks, as well as on integrating them into Allianz business, both for the investment and the insurance side. We furthermore foster social inclusion, mainly through the group-wide encouraging future-generating programs, with employee volunteering, community service, and partnering with organizations such as SOS Children's Villages. Allianz Group has been working with an innovative approach through their own investment, among other things, in forestry protection in developing countries. In addition, they have set goals to reduce environmental footprint and integrate these into traveling guidelines, energy supply, and water and waste disposal. And today, Allianz have already drew a large share of their own electricity demand from renewable energies and are looking at how they can expand this further. And now Bupa. Bupa's objectives, whether globally or locally, is to consistently have and assume a functioning job in networks everywhere, throughout the whole world. Bupa is focused on being a capable and reasonable business. Their motivation is helping individuals live a better, more beneficial life. Bupa's sustainable strategy lies in both their multi-year vision and their key structure. And the key structures that they use are insurance drove by Bupa's methodology, leaders in chosen markets, owning complementary provision, and selectively venturing into new markets. Allianz's corporate responsibility strategy is organized into 3 pillars: low carbon economy, social inclusion, and business integration. Since their launch, the commitments and targets that comprise the SDGs have come to represent a global call to action for stakeholders in all countries to address some of the greatest barriers to sustainable development facing society. Allianz is evaluating options on how to assess its impacts on the SDGs and conducted pilot analysis in 2019. They also used a specific methodology called the true cost methodology that involves a quantitative analysis of companies' SDGs performances across the value chain, spanning the entirety of its geographic operations. It provides a framework for business to evaluate its impact on SDGs. Allianz implemented the True Cost SDG evaluation as a first step to comprehensively analyze SDG exposure over the 70-plus countries and business segments in which they operate. This assessment represents their first deep dive quantitative analysis of Allianz's SDG exposure. The four most identifiable SDGs that they use are SDG 1, no poverty, SDG 7, affordable and clean energy, and SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, SDG 13, climate change. Allianz constantly work to identify and manage risks and opportunity resulting from climate change. They anticipate the risks as an investor and protect and care customers through insurance products while using assets and insurance expertise to enable the transition to a low carbon economy and energy. Bupa and the SDGs. As a purposeful commercial business, Bupa has a role to play in achieving the SDGs, especially since the goals bring to the forefront many ambitions that Bupa shares. For the first time, non-communicable diseases (NCDs) are firmly featured in global development agenda as a universal priority that must be addressed in order to realize sustainable human development. Another global outline they need to follow is reduce the number of deaths and illnesses by tackling problems such as air pollution. The invisible threat to global health is very real, and Bupa is constantly thriving to reduce its carbon emissions and energy use. The absolute top priority in both Allianz and in Bupa is to ensure that their employees and their customers are both safe and sound. From encouraging mental wellness, ensuring employees are financially secure during this outbreak, this social distancing is vital to reduce the spread of the coronavirus, and that is why Bupa and Allianz have come up with working online at home, surrounded by the comfort and cleanliness of their homes and their families. Bupa and Allianz also followed a specific outline at always reassuring the public that things will be okay if they follow the safety guidelines of the WHO, the World Health Organization, and supporting their local and global doctors and nurses. Allianz Global Corporate and Specialty is adapting to the COVID-19 outbreak daily, and they want to keep their clients and business partners fully informed as they respond to the latest developments. Allianz's needs are clear: to do their most extreme to make sure that the well-being of their associates, customers, and colleagues by reacting to this outbreak through fitting safety measures while keeping on maintaining their business and services. The virus spread around the world. Allianz have now stretched out these practices to the Allianz Global Corporate and Specialty areas in numerous different nations. They are completely prepared and solid and steady for remote working, so they can move to this working mode without critical disturbance. Allianz locally, they wanted to console and reassure all their valued life insurance approach holders that their well-being is Allianz's main concern. Along these lines, please note that all Allianz's life insurance arrangements incorporate coronavirus among their essential conclusion. Bupa globally and locally. Bupa are closely monitoring government advice and regularly updating their teams to assist their customers. They are also preparing themselves for future developments to ensure the health and safety of their people and society. And that is by providing them reduced costs of all type of insurance that Bupa provides, by returning specific services back and delaying the increase of all premium services costs for all customers. And if people are under financial stress, Bupa Bupa's team tried to help them by providing them insurance packages or services that are reasonable to their pricing. As for the COVID-19 campaigns, Allianz Life Insurance have propelled a digital campaign in India, Goals Never Lockdown, to urge individuals to keep seeking after their life objectives remotely when they can't step out of their homes. As indicated by the organization, the video acquires positive thinking among individuals in these difficult occasions and rouses them to keep seeking after their life objectives by not letting the lockdown show signs of improvement of their contemplations of accomplishing their life goals. Bupa, on the other hand, didn't do anything to fight coronavirus digitally or in campaign-wise or anything like that. In conclusion, this presentation presents both companies and shows both companies doing great, but Allianz specifically is out and about in the world by providing them all sorts of support, whether by their services, morally, intellectually, and emotionally. While Bupa does the same, the company just needs a bit of a push in order to flourish in our society. It needs more media coverage, more consistency in its work, more passion and more flexibility. Bupa and Allianz are both active at protecting individuals at this time. Because of this pandemic, that is a huge issue to all people in all countries. Both companies are making sure to help people and let people know that they are there for them by providing the best insurance policies and services to shield them from the acts of COVID-19. Thank you so much for your time. I know I talked a lot. And this was a really long presentation, and I hope you guys liked it, and it was very informative and straight to the point. Thank you.